大家好，我要介绍我的新的 channel。如果是关于跑步，你要看 runnersgarden；如果是关于吃的，你要看 Gardenrunner. So anything about running is going to be at runnersgarden. Anything about eating, fantastic fruit episodes, and anything about my garden is going to be on Gardenrunner. Got it? In the spring, I got some strawberries off of here, not too many. Look at how the soil really drops down over time. But what happened here was we had the runners. Now this is the time, we're in the heat of the summer here, and the runners have gone over the edge into this let me back up here and show you what this is. Raised bed. The runners have spilled over top and now are gaining root in this area. Clear it out with do some weeding, and then just simply direct the runners to where I want new plants to form. So at the end of the runner you get a couple of leaves like that, and they will root themselves deep in there. This is going to be my new strawberry bed. Kind of excited about that. There's my pepper plant, not flowering at the moment. So I'm going to cut this back. Hopefully this will survive for another year. Pineapple plant here is getting huge. It's hard to contain anymore. And there's a smaller one. I want to thank a young gentleman today by the name of Nick. He's going to college in the fall here, and he gave me this plant. It has that kind of curly stalk to it, and the way he achieved that is with the use of wire. I had another plant in this location, but I think it looks cool on my bar. If you see here, this is my coffee bar. There's my espresso machine. Some roosters up there. So yeah, I think it looks nice there. I hit kind of a tipping point with this one here. I water this one all the time, but I just had a bunch of dead leaves on there. I think it's just too darn hot for them. That's what happened to the plant that I had in that location right there. I just had to get rid of it. It's on the porch, I'll show you. This one here, I don't know if there's anything to save. Like, these are all just, they fell off. And I was watering this. And there's one leaf down in there. I don't know. Maybe I can keep this going, but this stuff has to go in the compost pile. So these guys here are doing okay. These are fine in the shade, because the ones that I had in the sun just couldn't hack it, and the leaves dropped off. Gets to kind of a tipping point when you get up into the 32 degrees Celsius or so. Where we're at here, it's pretty darn hot. Here's another thing for the compost bin. All I wanted to do with this, if you remember my video on the sweet potatoes, which were in that bucket, which I harvested, I just wanted to show you how I could take a slip and then put this in here and grow roots from it. Look how long. Just a quick shot of the July daikons here. My summer experiment in trying to produce radishes over the summer. It's not something that people normally do, but I do see some of the roots, some of the radishes are thickening at the base. You see that right there? We might get a radish out of that one. And some are not doing so well. Looks like I'm getting more eggplant, and this is the one that was infested with spider mites. And the one that's not infested, oh, there's like some kind of white bug on there. This plant seems to be really healthy, but the problem is it's not flowering, so no eggplant. What good is my healthy plant if it's not producing for me? Well, maybe I just have to wait. Maybe I'm just being impatient. This one also has some spider mites on it. So I spread them out a little bit. These are not really taking so well here. My newer daikon. Basil, boy, that sucks the water. That one. Another cucumber forming. Here's another one from Nick. Thanks, Nick. Let's turn it around here. I got some of my plants in my walled-in garden area here, and the reason for that is because they're going to resurface the road outside. So I just brought them in here. There's the stone lily plant, and we got the chives and the onions. What I do with those is just keep them watered, and then the dead ones that you see hanging off the edge, I just pull this off stuff here and keep it in the old bookcase raised bed garden. That was an experiment in gardening with very little sun. So these guys are going to get very little sun until at least Tuesday, and then I can take them back out to the front of my house. That light stuff that you see is sawdust, and then once in a while I'll take a broom and use it like a rake and sweep up all those leaves that you see from this tree, my yellow bell tree. I kept 2 plants out here because they're sufficiently in close enough to my door. Hopefully they won't be affected by the road work. So this road here is getting resurfaced on July 7th and 8th. What the heck is that? Something pooping on my ochre plant. Oh, there's one of those beautiful flowers. Wish it were open. Oh, got an okra. Cool. I'm gonna have some nasty onion breath now. Whoo.